Hey guys, hi, how you doing? Well, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna um I'm gonna have a look at the check disk command to scan your drive. So, for example, when you want to um, come to use in this situation is, for example, when you think now something's not quite right with your file structure, with your Windows, or your hard drive is not performing well, and you potentially think there's a possible underlying cause of your hard drive. What you'll do first is start off with something called the check disk command. So to do that, you type in command uh, prompt. So you right click a command prompt, click run as administrator, and then you click on yes. And then right now I'm, the, I'm just I'm going to type in check disk here, CHKDSK. Now there's three types really. Well, there's two types that I use. There's three. I use something called check disk like this, and I just press enter, and that will just perform a basic three-stage check disk. Or you could use something called /F. What this does is scans the file structure, see if there's any breakages in the or broken links between the file structure and the processes that requires it. So, for example, say that you want to do the computer to run a process and it's not quite pointing to the right files to perform that task, or the files are corrupt, or the files are sort of like disorganized, the system files. Then what it will do is it will sort of restructure the files, and also it would have a look to see if there's any bad sectors on the drive, and try and fix those the files on those bad sectors. So this is where the /R comes. The /R, what it does, it relocates the information from the bad sectors, from the bad blocks, and puts it into blocks that aren't bad. So for faster access, more smooth running of reading and editing files next time. So that's one reason why one possible reason why your computer is running slow, because the accessibility of that drive or those blocks where the information is stored for that particular operation is not quite there, because the failing blocks or sector counts on that part of the drive. So that's where the /R comes, and that takes a whole lot longer. Obviously, it would take a lot longer for a 1 terabyte drive than it would for a half a terabyte. It would scan the surface of the drive and it would scan every single piece of information on block. So it would take a lot longer, hours. Another one is /X. That is what it does. If the drive needs to be dismantled first, then it would actually dismantle the drive first. So that's how that works. So I'm going to go through the basic check disk first. Like I said, it's a three-stage process. And what this will do, we'll come back, have a look to see if there's any bad file restructuring, or any records of bad files. What this actually does, when it finds a bad file, the smart data within the technology used within the drive is it would actually, that type of technology would actually mark the bad sectors as a bad block, which is very clever. Hard drives are not just hardware. There's a whole lot of software or firmware actually involved in those drives that helps the operating system read any information, good or bad. So this is finished now. It's come back with Windows has scanned the file and the system have found no problems. So that's all good for now. You could run the check disk /F. That would probably ask me to restart the computer. This usually tells you to restart the computer. You press yes and then enter, and then that would attempt that check and scan. On the restart, just after the computers post before booting straight into Windows. And then obviously the R would be -R will be a more in-depth scan, longer scan. Thank you. I hope that's helped you a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've been informative as it can be on that subject. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you wish. I hope you found this video interesting, and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.